Well, hello there, and welcome back to FTB Infinity, where you watch me play modded Minecraft, because all the cool kids tell me that Let's Plays are a thing. So as you can see, we're back in the survival world, and I know it's been a bit too long, and I'm sorry to the 10 people who watched this series. I will explain a little bit more about what's been going on. But I want to try and move forward instead of looking back. So speaking of looking back, there's my mine, and I'm going to do some mining. So I'm going to start off with a cut. Alright, welcome back. So I just did lots of mining. If you look here, you'll see I got 31 iron. I actually got more. I had to make myself some new picks. My old ones died. I got some silver, some more iron, gold, lots of resources. What I was really trying to mine for, though, were diamonds. So I finally got 3, and so I figured I'd call it a day. Basically, what I wanted the diamonds for was to add it to my hammer. So I have this hammer here. It's a stone hammer, and right now it can only mine up to iron. But if I throw a diamond on here, bam! Now it can mine all the way up to obsidian. So anything that a diamond pick could mine, this can mine. So if I'm gonna name this, I think I'm gonna have a theme. I'm gonna go with Stargate SG-1 characters, because why not? It's a good show. If you've never watched it, go watch it now. You can find it online, I'm sure. Not that I encourage piracy. So, this hammer... Oh, I could call it Captain Hammer and go with just weed and stuff. No. Stargate SG-1. This will be O'Neill. With 2 L's. Dang it. Lag. O'Neill with 2 L's. And he will be my lovely thing. It increased the durability 500 as well, so it'll last a lot longer. And then I really won't need these iron pickaxes except for precision, which is great. But yeah, so some of you may not have much experience with Tinker's Construct, and so you may not know exactly what a hammer does. Well, I'm going to show you. So, see this nice wall? Well, the wall's gone. Yeah, that's what a hammer does. It mines a 3x3 area all at once. And now that it has a diamond, it's going to do that all the way up to obsidian and better. So, yeah. So I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit while we wait for it to become day, because I only have 1 piece of wool, which is not enough to make a bed. I really got to get more wool. So basically, I know this is a week late. Sorry about that again. But basically what happened is my sister and her family are moving. And so there's a lot of paperwork and a lot of packing and helping move. And I've been helping them a lot, and a lot of babysitting her kids. So I really die. No, I don't die. This dies. I really, haven't had a lot of time to record, really. I haven't had a lot of free time, period, helping them with all the paperwork and packing and babysitting. Now you might say, but Ice, you only record for a half an hour. And yes, I do. Oh, that reminds me, I forgot to turn my timer back on after my mining session. So there you go, you get extra time this episode. But yeah, you might say it only takes a half an hour to record, and it does, but then it takes another hour or 2 to edit and render. Actually, rendering itself takes 2 to 3 hours, and then like another hour to edit, and then an hour to upload, so it could take 4 to 5 hours for a single episode, and I just have not had that much free time with everything going on. So I am sorry about that. Hopefully after everyone's moved in and settled in, and there's no more moving and packing and just babysitting. Well, that's annoying. But yeah, hopefully after everything's settled in, I will be able to, record more. and be more consistent with my scheduling. So anyway, let me grab some more wool. Maybe I can actually make that bed, even though it's becoming daytime anyway. Become wool. No, you. No. Get back here. I just want your wool. I might have to kill you for it, but that's just because I haven't made shears. Just give me your wool. Give me wool. Thank you. Oh, mutton too. Thank you. You're so generous. Anyway, so in this episode, I was going to start building the skeleton for my base, which is going to be called the Chambers. There was a creative episode that I put out a little while ago. If you check in the description below, or just look at my channel, or I may put an annotation if I remember, but I probably won't. But yeah, so basically I had this idea for an octahedron, which is a 6-pointed, 8-sided figure, and each vertex was going to be a different chamber dedicated to a different thing. There it is. Going the wrong way. It was going to be a different chamber dedicated to a different thing. So yeah, just basically, if you haven't seen that video, go look below and please comment on it. Give me some feedback so I know if what I'm doing makes any sense at all. Or if it can be improved, because I'm sure it can. But so I wanted to start building the skeleton of that today, which I don't know if I'm gonna have enough time. Now, keep in mind, like I said, I haven't had much time to record. Usually I wait till everyone in my house is asleep to record. I couldn't do that, and I really just wanted to get something out for you guys. So right now, people are awake. I'm just in a different room than I usually am in, with the door closed, and I begged everyone not to be loud and not to come in and interrupt. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I wanted to get that chambers done, or at least the skeleton of it. But now that I have a diamond on my hammer, I can mine skystone. So I want to start cutting into this meteor and finding the chest inside. Ooh, excuse me. So I want to find the chest inside. So for those of you who don't know, these meteors are spawned in by Applied Energistics, which is the tech mod to end all tech mods. It is... don't die. Okay. Broke a leg. It's fine. But yeah, so it allows you to do amazing techie things, which you will find out when I get into it. Usually it's later game stuff, or at least mid-game stuff, but I found this in the previous episode just when I was going to look for clay. So yeah, and now I can mine it. So I'm gonna mine it. Oop, gotta eat real fast. Okay, so the way these meteors work is they spawn in randomly in the world, and they're made of skystone, which takes forever to break, even with a diamond equipment. I mean, it's just insanely slow, slower than obsidian. But speaking of slow. But once you get down into it, in the middle somewhere is a skystone chest. And in that chest are some inscription presses, or inscriber presses, sorry. You put those inscriber presses in an inscriber. So here, nope, gotta keep going. You put those inscriber presses in an inscriber, and then it makes all of your circuits, basically. Actually, not basically, literally, it makes all the circuits you need for the high-tech AE stuff. You cannot do AE without it, which is unfortunate because these things are hard to find. So what you can do is make a meteorite compass, which finds the nearest piece of skystone, which generally only spawns in with a meteor, so it helps you find the meteors. But those things aren't very accurate. They'll show you, like, within a chunk. Actually, I think it's within a 4-chunk radius, which is kind of annoying, because then you have to go around, find where it points to, find all the edges, find the center of that, and then just keep digging down, because these things can spawn underground or underwater as well. It's very annoying. And then there are 4 different inscription presses, or inscriber presses, and you need all 4 of them to do anything, really. with applied energistics, but not all meteors have all 4 presses, so you have to keep going and looking for them. In my previous world, before it got corrupted, I had no trouble finding 3 of the 4 presses, and then the last one, the silicon press, which is the basis for all the other presses, I could not find. It took me forever to find. So I doubt that this chest is going to have everything I need, but it'll be a good start, and it'll be an early start to AE. Where is that chest? Should be about here. I want to cut into here. I really wish this was a little faster. But anyway, yeah. So again, the link to the chambers video is down in the description below. Let me know what I can do differently. In that video, I only had built the agricube, which is the farm chamber. And then I asked you guys to just kind of imagine all the other things symmetrically. Where is that chest? Yeah. But I laid out all the designs for all of the different things. And again, as I said in that video, it's going to be an ongoing project. This is not something that's going to be finished in one episode. It probably won't be finished till the end of the series. But I will be working on it little by little over time. Yeah, you know what? This is going very slowly, so how about I just finish this layer, and if there's no chest... Oh, there it is! I was about to make a cut. I guess I don't have to. So, chest. What do we have here? Lead nuggets. I did not know those spawned in these chests. Whatever. So yeah, we have 2 here. A silicon and an engineering. So, the other 2 we need are the calculation presses and wait, don't tell me. I know it. Inscriber logic press. That's it. Calculation and logic presses are the only things we need. Crap, I can't get out. Oh, wait, yes I can. What am I talking about? Home. Yep, I told you I want to use the cheaty waypoints, because it's not cheaty, it's a feature. Right. So now we have those, and I can put those away in this double chest that I've made double to fit everything. I think I'm going to melt down some of these ore berries, because I have no use for them. But yeah, so I'm going to start building out my area here. So this is the central area, which in my design in the creative world was 11 by 11. So let's make that happen. Let's make that a thing. 1, 2, 3. Where'd my hammer go? Oh, I put it away. Wait, what did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so that's, oops. Yeah, so with these Tinker's tools, if you right click, it'll place down whatever's to the right of your tool in your hotbar, which I usually have as that. So there we go. So this is 11 across, minus this. Go away, and you too. You're not welcome. Alright. And now we need to go 11 across this way. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And look at all that copper we're getting. Not that copper is really useful for anything now that we're at iron level, but still. And then poof, 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 poof. The next thing I want to do is a lumber axe also with tinkers, but I'll get to that in a minute. So 1, 2, 3. Oops. Oh, well, there goes a shovel. I'm going to fill this all up with stone so that I can take it out with my hammer, with O'Neill. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, I'll take this out with my hand. I think you only need 3 more, right? I counted? Did I count? There you go. Bye. I know this is exciting content. Also, I have my timer set for the usual 30 minutes, but this episode may go shorter depending on how long I have to record, so we'll see. Sorry about that in advance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh. 10 and 11. There. And then take these out. So the excavator is like the hammer. It takes out 3 by 3, but it only does it for dirt and shovelable things. And then the lumber axe will chop down an entire tree in one swoop, which is amazing. But yeah. So let me take this out. And if I just cut through here, I'm probably going to end up cutting into my, furnaces and chests and things. But let's try it. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, there it goes. Okay, so then let's take that out, and that means this whole thing is already up to 11 because it's cutting into what's already there. And we already counted out the 11. So, let's get rid of these. Let's get rid of these. Oh, so much. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna go straight for the excavator now. So, we have diamonds, which, it just helps the durability of the excavator. So, we have diamonds, we've got cobble, we've got a tool rod, we've got a binding, although I'm not really sure if it needs one. But then the last thing is the excavator head, which I don't have a pattern for. What is that? There's a sheep. There's a sheep in my base, guys. How did you get here? Well, you are now my sheep. I'm going to call you... I don't know. I've been watching a lot of Slipgator, and I almost called you Kevin, but that's his thing. So, you know what? James. You're James. No, James! No, you just got here. No, why did James leave me? Oh well. Where was I? Right, excavator. Right, didn't have a pattern. So we find the excavator head, which I believe is that. Right? Yep. Excavator head. Put this back in here. And now we go to the part builder, excavator head, cobblestone. There it is. So we have a stone head, and then what else do I need for the excavator? Is that a tough binding? Can I use a regular binding? Binding, tool rod. Oh, we need a plate. Head, and then, oop, wrong place. And then plate. Oh, I got salt too. Salt is absolutely useless. The only thing it's used for is to make food, so I can get rid of that. Just let that despawn or something. Oh, can't do it? Oh, okay, whatever. And ignore my phone. It's telling me about Facebook. Bad timing. There we go. Nope. I guess I do need the tough rods. But I do have extra tough rods. So, let's look in here. We have the tough rod. Oh, James is back. I did say James, right? James, Josh, John, JJ. JJ. Easy to remember. Just 2 letters. Now stay here, JJ. Stay. Stay here. Don't leave. Don't leave me again. I can't deal with that heartbreak. Anyway. Excavator. We got the head in there. Now binding and rod. There we go. Stone excavator. And then if we come into the forge, we put the excavator here and the diamond here, and bam, durability is up. Okay, so if my hammer is O'Neill, then my excavator is Jackson. Daniel Jackson. Don't worry, Carter will be coming up probably for the lumber axe. But yeah, there we go. So that makes things a little bit easier, because now we can do stuff like this. We can just go straight through and then switch to Jackson and then just whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. That's right, I said whoosh. Whoosh, whoosh away. Whoosh. Oop, that was a little too high. Oh well. Gotta stay high. That could have been a reference to 2 different songs. So, 1 brownie point for each song that you pick up on that. Anyway. My brownie points, by the way, are redeemable for actual brownies. And take out the top of that, and voila. Okay, so this will be the area of the welcoming area, or rather the words. Why can't I word? Because it's late at night. Not as late as usual, but it's been a hectic week. How are my ore berries doing? We got 16 aluminum nuggets, which we can craft 9 of them, at least, into an aluminum ingot. And throw that in. And then we can melt these down. Let me do something bigger. We'll do the silver. You know what I want to do? So I want to get the farm going first, which is that agricube. So basically the way this works is I need a 1 wide path that I believe is going to be 13 and I guess 25 or 26 out. So let me do that. Well, so if you haven't checked out my other video, the creative video about the chambers, which why wouldn't you have? I've mentioned it too many times already. Basically, the way it works is there's the storage room and the basic tool stuff in the center here. And then it branches out into the hallways. So each of these sides goes into a hallway, and then the hallways lead between the chambers, and then above and below will also be a chamber. Real quick, since I got the wool, let me make a bed. You know, don't even remember how to make a bed, so let's check that. It's just, planks and then 3 wool, and I have the wool. I thought I had the wool. Oh, yes, I do. Wool, wool, wool. Plow. I don't have enough planks. Okay, hold on, don't worry. There's no need to panic. We've got the stuff. We just need to do a little more of the stuff. So let's do that, that, and we have a bed. And this bed will in fact be in this welcoming area. I did not actually think of a place for the bed in the welcoming area, but for now, it'll just be here. It'll be a thing. And I'll sleep. And that way, all of that horrible... Well, it's still raining, but at least it's daytime. So that helps a little. Okay. So, back to... Stupid Facebook things. Okay. So this needs to be a 25. What did I say? 24, 25? Yeah. Let's just go with 25. It makes sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 19 more, because math. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Light. Oop, that was stupid of me. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 20, 21, 22, 23, 23, because I count. 24. Alright, that's right. 24, 25. So this right here should be the hallway, or the middle of the hallway, which means I should be able to go out 13 this way, and that should be the start. So 12 this way, and then the start. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 10, 11, 12. And then this should be the start of the new area. So I believe I did that math right. If I didn't, things are going to be off by 1. And then when I actually get around to filling this in, it's going to be a little annoying. But, yeah. So let me run back here. So this is the start of the chambers. I'm gonna want to fill this in just because it's kind of ugly. I mean, it's still ugly. I'm just using cobble right now. But if you look at the design, I will be using lots of marble and chiseled redstone and beautiful tiles. It's just gonna look so good once I have all the resources. But I really want to get a farm going, and so that's why my AgriCube is going to be the first cube that I make. So the AgriCube is where the multi-plant farm will be, as well as all the passive mob farms. So the cow farm, and the sheep farm, and all of the plant farm, like I said, and also the all the Botania stuff, because I will eventually get into Botania, so I wanted to set out an area for it, and agriculture seemed the most appropriate. So let's throw this in. Limestone. Don't care about the salt. That's useful. Skystone I will use later. Skystone, by the way, is used in making the applied energistics controllers, which are extremely useful. So just gonna put that out there. Dirt, granite, whatever. Granite, I know, it's granite, I know. But I've heard people say granite, so blah, 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 blah. Tomato, tomato, potato, potato. What? Anyway. Throw the gravel in. So, I believe... yeah. So, I'm gonna get some things smelted, but I have 3 minutes on my timer, so I don't think I'm going to let the timer run out right now. I think I'm going to be done for today. So you guys saw me. I went, well, you didn't see me go resource collecting, but I went resource collecting. I got the Skystone. from the and the inscriber presses from the meteorites, starting AE early. I finally made a bed, and then I started digging out the area for the chambers and building out the hallways. And yeah, so, oh, and of course, how could I forget O'Neill? Sorry, General O'Neill. Yeah, we've got an excavator and a hammer, both diamond level. So yeah, really cool. We're off to a good start, and I know this is episode 3, but I kind of want to take things slowly. I want to get things done in a way that, you know, at a nice pace, so that it's not too rushed and we can actually see how things progress. Also, speaking of that, in my last few minutes, I want to mention, so those of you who have seen other people play FTB Infinity, you might notice a thing called Draconic Evolution pop up there. Draconic Evolution is this mod that has all of these wonderful things, including a draconic chest, which does amazing things. It has more storage than any other chest, and it smelts things for you, and it automatically pulls ores from the actual chest inventory to smelt. Like, without you telling it what to pull, it'll just do it. And then it'll double your ores, and it has a crafting grid in it. It's the most amazing thing. And then you've got all of these tools, which are just ridiculously powerful. Armor that if you have all of the armor, you're like fireproof, super fast, step assist, and flying. I mean, so Draconic Evolution, a lot of people get into it early. I'm going to wait. I'm going to save that towards the end of the series when I run out of things to do, because it really is a little overpowered. And once you get to that point, there's really no reason to continue with anything more than aesthetic builds. Like, the whole functionality of the game is done for you at that point. And I don't want to run out of, you know, challenges this early on. So I'm going to save that for later on purpose, even if I can get it earlier. Because as soon as you have access to the end, you pretty much have access to Draconic stuff. But yeah. So that'll be it for today. Why did my... Oops. I accidentally stopped my timer, so it's probably already over time limit. So yeah, so that'll be it. So until next time, keep building chambers if you want and stuff, and keep feeding your beasts.